And another fivefold collective limb of yoga is Yam. That is Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya and Aparigraha. These five Yamas. Ahimsa is just not to hurt anybody.
Non-violence.
Non-violence. Non-violence bodily and in mind also. You must not be, your mind also must not be violent. Just to speak soft words to people.
This takes a long time, doesn't it, Swamiji,
But you have to develop them before you enter in the body of yoga.
Yes. What I meant was that some people think that just simply because they open a book and read Ahimsa or all these other things, truth and this sort of thing, that they can do it like that. It has to. It takes years of training.
You have to experience it. You have to go through it.
Yes. It takes a long time.
You have to live in that.
Yes. It's not a moment's work.
No.
It's a lifetime's work.
So it is Ahimsa. Ahimsa and this non-vegetarian diet will also come in Himsa, and that is to be avoided also when there is Ahimsa to be developed. Ahimsa, now power, which comes from Ahimsa. Ahimsa pratishtayam tat sannidho vairatyaga. Then you are living in Ahimsa, non-violence. What comes, what fruit it bears, that is when there are two opposite vairis. Vairis means tiger and mouse. Tiger and mouse won't be violent before that person who is established.
So natural enemies cannot have even any violence when the yogi is gazing on them.
Yes, gazing on them.
So the lion then lies down with the lamb. Is that what that means?
Yes, yes.
If the yogi is present, the lion lies down with the lamb because of his non-violence.
Yes, this is the vibrating force that comes out from
the yogi.
From the yogi.
So there then can be no fight then.
No violence.
It would be nice if the world practiced a little more of that, huh, Swamiji?
Yes. And it will be beneficial to everybody. Ahimsa, pratishtha. And another part of Yama is Satya, truth. Whatever you feel, you must speak. But you must not speak in such a way that it hurts people. That truth is not, that truth you should avoid. You should function that truth which will not hurt others.
So you don't say something to somebody that may be true and could destroy them.
Yes.
Actually, you make sure that it doesn't destroy them.
Yes. That truth you should adopt. This is Satya.
Swamiji, what happens when a person is established in this truth?
He said, Satya pratishtayam sarvaratnopasthanam. When he is established in truth, all round, bodily and in mind, sarvaratnopasthanam. All jewelry, all money, all richness. He becomes rich. Everything comes before him.
Everything comes to
Everything
him.
comes before him automatically, without earning.
What a wonderful thing that is then.
Aste Satya pratishtayam sarvaratnopastha. All jewelry is at his feet.
So if he wanted something, it would be there immediately.
Yes.
Because he spoke only the truth.
Truth.
The correct truth.
Correct truth.
Correct truth.
Yes. Not hurting truth.
Not hurting truth.
Yes.
I see. Swamiji, how long do you think it would take a person to become established in that?
Just 1 year.
1 year?
1 year, yes.
Wouldn't that be a marvelous practical thing for a society?
We have to practice it for 1 year without any leakage. There must not be leakage.
Very careful.
If there is leakage, then you have to start afresh for 1 year, another 1 year.
But if you did it faithfully, mentally and physically for 1 year, and watched the mind every moment.
Then you are fit to enter yoga.
And
in real sense.
In 1 year you could do it.
Yes.
That seems a small time.
Yes, it's not too much.
Especially when people work their whole lives out sometimes to find the jewelry or the lands or the business or something like that. That seems a small time. Now what would the next one be?
Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya. Asteya. Asteya is negation of theft.
Non-stealing.
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 Non-stealing. Conduct of non-stealing. There must not be thought of stealing in you. This is also one limb of Yamas. It must be developed.
And if you are very...
If you steal only one blade of grass, you are not conducting this.
Then that would ruin the fruit of it.
The whole body of the yoga will be destroyed.
I see. So even if somebody were to walk by a garden and pluck a flower without asking, then that would be ruination of their yoga.
Yes, yes.
That puts a strong arm on something. You would have to ask for flowers every day then,
Yes,
huh?
yes, that's true. That's true. And there is one more point to be observed, that this thought also must not come.
Yes,
with you.
You don't
that,
want to.
That this piece of thing is very beautiful.
And you
I would
don't
like to have it. I would like to have it. But only that this much. This stealing.
That is also stealing. Simply
You
the
don't-
desire
Desire only.
would be stealing.
Yes.
So if you see someone with something else, and if you say, I would like that, say for instance, as a mother
Yes.
would look at a woman and she would see this beautiful child and she would say, I would like a child like that. Would that also be stealing?
Yes, that is also stealing.
That is also stealing, which is in a very subtle sense then,
Subtle,
isn't it?
yes.
Very subtle sense of stealing. And the fruits of this?
Fruits of this asteya pratishtayam. In addition to that jewelry, the fruit of that not stealing is that he becomes divine.
It becomes divine.
Divine, always divine.
Always divine. Then
He will
everything is his.
Everything is his. This is the power that comes through this developing this asteya.
Is there one more?
Brahmacharya.
Yes.
Brahmacharya, you know. Brahmacharya is
But you should
body
say,
and mind. With body and mind, you have to develop a detachment for other sex.
this,
I don't mean detachment for detachment for other sex means detachment for sex with husband or wife. I don't mean that. I mean for other women.
you would mean promiscuous.
Yes.
You mean many faceted, always thinking of this
Yes,
sort of thing.
yes.
But you are not meaning that this cannot be observed with a normal, regulated life.
Regulated life.
A regulated life. Definitely.
That is also brahmacharya. Brahmacharya does not mean who has not married at all. That is also brahmacharya. Who has not married.
And brahmacharya doesn't mean you hate the other sex.
No,
You hate men or you hate women.
No, Abhinavgupta has explained that in his book, one of his book, that Lokan dishanto maham eva dishanta. Those who hate others, this is speaking of Lord Shiva himself. Those who hate others hate me, actually hate me, hate Lord Shiva. Because aham vasudevo hi sarva vasa. Because I, Lord Shiva, is present and all pervading everywhere. So anybody you hate Lord Shiva. So this hatred must be absolutely gone.
So
That
there-
will be also
so
attributed to this.
it could be it could be love without desire.
Yes.
It could be
Love without desire.
but lots of love there,
Yes.
not running away from
No.
the world or men
No.
or women like that with it. Swamiji, how
Not with this idea.
No.
Not this sexual idea.
Right. And then what would be the power of this?
Power of this place. Brahmacharya pratishtayam virila. When he is established in this brahmacharya, virilava, whatever he says, for instance, he says, we need rains. Huh? Rain will come. Although sky is clear, rain will come. Gathering of clouds will begin and that will function. And whenever master who is residing in this brahmacharya tells his disciple, don't worry, you'll achieve, in a few days you will achieve your point of
everything will be all right. Don't worry, everything will be all right.
It happens like
and it happens like that.
It is through brahmacharya.
I see. Swamiji, in the Shaivite philosophy, you're the greatest living authority in Shaivism. The Yamas and Niyamas are an important part of this philosophy.
These are important.